If you're looking for cool videos, then you're at the right place. From PC to the console, then leave a smile on your face. Junkyard, Junkyard. Get ready to watch a video from Junkyard.
Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Junkyard here. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Junkyard. Well, this is just a quick one. It's lunchtime. Wanted to make myself something to eat. Didn't really know what I wanted, and so I started looking through the refrigerator, and then I came across bacon. You can't go wrong with bacon. So I figured I'm just going to go ahead and make myself a BLT sandwich. And I realized the bacon I've showed you guys that I've cooked before has been in the microwave. This time I'm going to actually cook it on the stove, show you another way to cook some bacon and make a BLT. Let's get started. Alright, so I have a pan here preheating right now. And you know what? With bacon, lots of times you can go ahead and put it right in a hot pan. And that's fine. Put it in a hot pan, preheated, but also this pan, you can also put bacon right in a cooler pan while it's heating and getting it up to heat. And that works just fine too. Because lots of times you just want to put it out, and this way you don't burn yourself anywhere. And if it's hot, it actually splatters on you when you put it in. But this way you don't, a little bit more protection. So what we're going to do is put out all the bacon in the pan. Again, there's different ways you can cook bacon. You can cook bacon in the oven, you can cook it in the microwave, you can cook it on the stove like I'm doing. There's all different kinds of ways you can cook bacon, and you can look up on the internet to see all those different methods. But this way, I figured I'm just going to go ahead and show you a stove way. We're just going to cook all the bacon. We're going to make ourselves a big old BLT sandwich here. Can't go wrong with bacon. Okay, so while the bacon's cooking on the stove, I got myself some ciabatta bread here. My wife picked this stuff up. Again, I showed you how to cut this stuff before, where you go through. Now you want to go ahead and toast this, so we're going to take this over to the toaster real quick. Fortunately, my toaster has a method here where it's a bagel button right on the end here. Can you see that right here? So we're going to go ahead and toast it, and I just want to toast the inside. I don't want to toast the outside because I like that chewy. I don't want it crunchy. But the inside, I want it nice and crisp. So this is going to go ahead and toast up while I am cutting some other things. Okay, so we have a tomato here. We're going to go ahead and slice this. Now this is just a little tiny tomato. I actually got this from the garden outside. So I figure we'll just go ahead and use that. It's definitely a ripe tomato. So we'll use that. We have some lettuce. This is the inside of the lettuce. Lots of times you like to use the outside leaf, but if you don't have it, use the inside leaf. Alright, so we got some lettuce, some tomato. Now let's go check on the bacon. Okay, as you can see, the bacon is just cooking away. So what we want to do now is we just want to make sure it's not sticking to the bottom like you can see. So you want to make sure that it's free. They're not stuck to each other. And what you do is actually, when you get to the point where you just start flipping the bacon, then it starts cooking. It's going to cook really, really fast at that point. Alright, we'll be back in a few. Okay, so now it's at this point where you want to go ahead and start flipping the bacon. Now you can see it's already starting to get cooked. You want to make sure you get all areas cooked. And this is just this, talk about the flavors here. I mean, well, you guys know. Bacon. This is more of an interactive way to mess with bacon. Just flip that one over twice. This is what you call being one with your food. Funny stuff. And once the bacon starts even shrinking up more, you'll see that you'll have more room in the pan for all of it. Now again, I am cooking this on a medium heat. You don't want to cook it on a high heat because then you'll just end up burning your bacon, aka that's what my wife usually does. So it's on a nice medium heat. we're just going to let this cook away. We'll be back. Okay, so it's getting to the point where you can see we have some bacon that's cooked more than others. So I am actually moving the bacon around the pan. So I got the stuff that's in the center that was on the outside here that wasn't getting as much love. Now I'm moving that in, and vice versa. So like this one can go outside here. This is, again, stovetop way of cooking bacon. Alright, this bacon is just about done. Now this is where you could actually start seeing how some pieces are cooked more than others, but that's okay. And what you want to do is the ones that are already done, you can pull those off and they're going to still keep cooking while they're sitting here, because all those bubbles, can you see that? All the little bubbles, the boiling oils and grease that's in there, it's still cooking the bacon. So we're going to pull off the ones that are done. Now again, if you like it extra crispy, keep it in there longer. If you like it a little chewy, take it out. I tend to like it a little chewy myself. Flip it over. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do to get that bacon right. You got to get the bacon right. That one's a little cooked. We'll get that one off there. This one's done. Get this one off of there. Get this one done. They're just all done. Look at that. Bacon! And we got this last one right here. That last piece. There we go, and that's done. Alright, bacon. Alright, let's go over to the cutting board. Okay, so we have our tomatoes, we got our lettuce, we have our bacon. Alright, so we just pulled the chipotle bread out of the toaster. Here is my chipotle mayo. Now remember, you guys, I showed you how to make this. I'm going to go ahead and put this on one of my halves of bread. Now it's got a bite to it, so I don't want to overdo it. I have some mayo right here. And if you want, you could always put some more mayo on that chipotle, because that stuff's it's got a good bite to it. Now this is where you add your bacon. Bacon! Just pile those babies on there. Don't be shy. That one's a little hot. And any leftovers, I'm sure your dog would really appreciate. Alright. Is that a good pile of bacon right there? Get the tomatoes on there. And get the lettuce. Excellent. Look at that. That is a BLT. Alright, let's give it a shot. So I was about to just bite that whole thing, but I decided to cut it in half. Again, there's the bacon. Is that beautiful? You know what it comes down to. Nothing goes bad with bacon. BLT, ciabatta bread, with a little bit of my chipotle mayo and a beer. You can't go wrong. Well, this is Junkyard. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. This was just a quick one for us here. I had to finish this. Thanks for watching. Needless to say. cooking.